Well, we're sitting here chatting with the doc, and, you know, I think every profession has its stories.
It always does.
Yes,
always
but
does.
it's fun when you're in. Dr. Ghosh is here, and we are going to be answering some questions from many of our viewers this morning.
A lot of those questions are coming in via Facebook, and you've sent those to us by email as well. So let's get right into it. Let's find out what's coming from Facebook this morning. Brittany says, what are some ways...
Oh, we're going to wait on hers.
Are we going to wait on Brittany's?
We're going to go to Kelly Russell
Kelly first.
And Kelly's question is...
There we go.
Okay. I'm continually nauseous and have been for a long, long time. What will cure it? I've been on a new birth control for the last 6 months, and I actually think that that's what's doing it, possibly. Is it true, Dr.
There's
Ghosh?
a definite possibility. I think if the nausea correlates with when she started the pill, then there's probably some link. You know, there's enough hormones in the birth control pills, and there's variability in the hormones and the way that they kind of mix it up. So if maybe that this particular mix doesn't fit for this lady, so she might want to talk to her doctor about changing it around.
Okay.
Or might want to go to a birth control that has no hormones, really. I mean, something like the Marina IUD, which is implanted in the uterus, and basically...
There's no hormones in that?
Very little. I mean, it's not enough to really cause a lot of nausea. So I'm thinking it's probably related to the pill and the mix in the pill. Even though she's on birth control, she should still get a pregnancy test to make sure that's not causing nausea, because that's still one of our #1 causes. And then, just off topic, the other possibility is even reflux and heartburn, because if you've got kind of unopposed acid, you know, sloshing up in the esophagus, that can give some people heartburn and other people nausea. So the symptoms can vary. So a whole bunch of possibilities there.
There could be a gazillion reasons
There
why
could
we
be.
feel nauseous.
There's always is.
All right.
Rarely
Let's
one.
check our next one. Which one is up next?
This is from Brittany.
Is this Brittany's question? What are some of the ways to heal a butterfly rash? Let's start with what is a butterfly
I've never even
rash?
heard
That's
of
a
this.
good question. It's actually it's a rash that looks like a butterfly on your face. So it's over the cheeks. So there's redness over the cheeks, and a little bit over the bridge of the nose, and it's inflamed. But this is a good question because it's not just curing it, but figuring out what caused it, because
So
it's not that
different
common.
than a rosacea.
It's different than a rosacea.
Okay.
It could be a rosacea. Rosacea can give you that kind of redness. It could be something as simple as a contact dermatitis. So if she put some cream or makeup on in that particular distribution, and it's flaring up in this butterfly rash form, it could be nothing. So a little steroid cream, or stopping the
allergy.
some sort of an allergy. It could be something as serious as lupus. Butterfly rash is indicative in some cases of a more serious connective tissue disorder. So when they come in with something like this in my office, good history, good physical, and a slew of blood work to make sure we're not missing something big that could be the cause of this. So not only do we want to figure out the treatment, but in this one you want to back it up a little bit and see if you can figure out the cause, because that could be really important.
You would think that just a quick face rash wouldn't be that big a deal, but it could even be lupus.
It could be lupus, and it just depends. As butterfly rash is more than just the ordinary kind of rash, so we take that one very seriously. It could be a sign of a lot of things.
Are you seeing anything with the mumps, measles, any of that right now?
We're getting a lot of questions in the office, and people coming in wanting to know if they should get immunized. And one of the things to remember is most people before 1965 have had natural immunity. They've had mumps, so it's really contagious. We hear stories of people saying, well, my brother had it, so my mother shoved me in a room with them and stuck me in there until I got it. So most people that have natural immunity are immune for life. It's really people that got it later, that got the vaccine, it may be running out. So check titers before you get the immunization.
Is there something that you should do if you haven't had the vaccine, or if you're a kid who's allergic to what's in the vaccines?
Well, I think most importantly, you want to check and see if there's titers. If you have antibodies, you don't have to worry about the vaccine.
Then you're good.
So I start with the blood work and make sure they're immune, because if you've had it, in some cases, I think 20% of cases don't even know they had it when they were little, because it's swollen glands and a runny nose, and what kid doesn't have that at some point? So you don't always know you've had it. So get your titers checked first before you panic.
Well, I know we had a lot of college kids at my house over the weekend. I didn't put my drink down once. That's why.
That's the only reason. That's the only reason you didn't put your drink down. Okay.
Absolutely. Dr. Ghosh, thank you so much. American Health Network.
Yes.
Yes. And where can they find you? Where's your office?
I'm on Bethel Road.
On Bethel. Yes. There we are. All right. Thank you so much.
If you have a question for Dr. Ghosh, go to myfox28columbus.com. We'll link you to her website.